I was a 9-year-old at 4-H camp. All the older girls were getting ready for the dance. Dance? What was this? I couldn't dance unless you were talking about two-stepping, which I learned standing on my dad's toes a couple years back. I didn't know what I was going to do. Dancing with the boys was out of the picture. They had cooties. And I didn't know any other dances. 7 o'clock rolled around. I could hear the music thumping outside the rec hall. The dance started, and I did everything humanely possible to keep from having to dance. When the older kids would ask me to dance, I would say, maybe in a minute. Then I would watch for them, and when I would see them coming back, I would need to go to the bathroom just to get out of dancing. When the dance was over that night, I bolted to the cabin. You see, the thing was, I was a shy little kid. I was afraid of what people would think of me. My self-confidence level was at 0, and dancing was out of the picture. I hated to draw attention to myself. As I got older and more involved in 4-H, I gained confidence. I took baby steps, but eventually I gained enough confidence to do the small things, like running for a local club office, which progressed into giving speeches at the county speech contest. I despised public speaking, and finding out 3 days before the contest that my dad had signed me up to do an extemporaneous speech didn't help at all. I gave my speech, but I will admit afterwards, I snuck to the car and shed a tear or two. At the time, I thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen. But little did I know, I was experiencing the waves of change that was preparing me for bigger and better things down the road, and that eventually I would have developed a love for public speaking. 4-H has pushed me out of my comfort zone and helped me develop self-confidence. After holding several county offices, I eventually ran for a district officer and later state council. If someone had told me at that dance that I would be a 4-H state council member someday, I would have laughed. I wouldn't even dance in front of 30 to 40 of my friends at camp. Needless to say, 4-H has molded me from a shy little girl that wouldn't even dance to the young lady before you today. Thank you, Oklahoma 4-H.